Hey guys, Lemon02, currently in a vintage cube. What do we think of this pack? So, Splinter Twin is pretty powerful. Blue-red archetype. Ponder's also not a bad, just starter card. Mole Drifter as well, as blue cards go. If it were to be green, it'd be Land of War Elves probably first. I kind of like Ponder and just stay open. Splinter Twin is probably the most singularly powerful, but it's kind of slowish. And blue's going to be cut, right? Alright, well, we're taking Ponder. Immediately followed up with the Treachery. Treachery's pretty good. So is Inferno Titan, though. Impulse is not bad. It does stay a little more open than Treachery. Yeah, let's give Impulse a shot here. Alrighty, so I like Remand, I like Sculling Tarn. Lion's Eye Diamond is speculative but very powerful. I think Remand does stay the most open, though. Lion's Eye Diamond is very powerful, though, if you get the right deck for it, which is Storm. That's pretty much the only deck that you can run it in. I expect blue to start drying up about nowish. Remand's not bad interaction, though. It just buys a lot of time. I do kind of want to do an unfair deck this time. I kind of want to try to build an unfair deck. I guess that being said, maybe we should have just picked up the Lion's Eye Diamond there. We're forcing unfair this time, so if we don't do as well, it's probably why. I'm trying to do some busted stuff. I'd like to do some busted stuff, and both Ponder and Impulse set that up. Remand buys time to do that, so maybe Remand was still a better pick than Lion's Eye Diamond. That may come back. Up already. Alright, does this pack do anything busted? Buried Alive for Reanimator shenanigans. We have Repeal, which is just kind of a value card. Xenagos Mono Fair. Sneak Attack is actually busted. Sneak Attack. Alright, maybe we are going blue-red. We passed the Splinter Twin, though, but Splinter Twin doesn't per se go in the same deck that Sneak Attack does. Maybe Grixis Pie is kind of what we're looking at. We just passed a Blood. Actually, the red-black land, the 2-damage shock land, actually could come back. That's possible. I don't know how popular those colors are. Maybe if you have a Jund deck or something like that, but I feel like this is pretty well set up, though. To do broken things. You want, like, what? Through the Breach, Show and Tell. I don't think Omniscience is in this format, but that'd be sweet. Okie doke. Well, Dark Petition is the best combo card. Well, Metal Misstep is protection against certain things, but I think Coercive Portal is just a lot of cards, right? We're here to do broken crap. Let's take this. Oh, Yawgmoth's Will, sweet. But Through the Breach. I mean, I need to get a creature to do that, but I mean, can I pass a Yawgmoth's Will, really? Like, if I'm trying to do broken crap. YOLO. I'm picking it up. What do we have here? Lutero Core is kind of like a Reanimator card that could go into this deck. Everything else is worthless in this pack. So we'll pick up the Lutero Core. It does help fuel Yawgmoth's, or Will, rather. Sphinx of the Steel Wind's a great tinker target, but doesn't do anything else. Imperial Seal is probably what we're doing here. Top is very cheap. It's very cheap to cast, and it can find me combo cards. Top is not a good card. Living Death is powerful, but not in a Yawgmoth's Will deck. Lion's Eye Diamond was in the next pack, so if we see that again, then we're probably in a good spot. We do need to find some storm kill conditions, but this is like a powerful shell for some sort of busted combo deck. High Tide is in the cube, so High Tide's a thing as well. If we had a two-color storm, like High Tide versions of it are probably the best. Okay, so Lion's Eye Diamond did not come back. That is unfortunate. Well, I'm going to pick up the Inferno Titan just because it can do some good stuff. I wonder who else would want the Lion's Eye Diamond. Someone else may be trying to do Storm, and we may just be like setting up for a hasty 0-3 loss. Both of us, actually. So Lion's Eye Diamond left. Someone else must have been speculating on Yawgmoth's Will. They had to, or they just didn't want to see the card played against them. I don't know. Imperial Seal did go kind of late, though. There could have been like a power card in that pack for whoever's cutting into Storm. Oh, never mind. I'm dumb. All right, so that's actually good news. I thought I miscounted the packs, guys. That's my bad. We're taking LED here. Going big. I mean, Buried Alive could be played in this deck. Hissing Quagmire. I don't really have any green cards. I don't really want to run any, so get in there, you. I mean, I could use it. Oh, it's only creatures, though, right? Well, this could turn into a Reanimator build of some sort. Maybe. Could turn into like a Reanimator Sneak and Show deck. I don't know. Through the Breach Wheels. That's not a bad deal. I doubt it will, though. Someone probably picked up a fatty. Like an Emrakul or something like that. Well, this deck at least looks cool so far. It doesn't do anything other than, look for stuff. So it needs to find a way to win, but I think it'll be sweet. I think it'll at least be fun. I don't know how well it'll do. Been on a pretty decent tear recently. 2 3-0s and 2-1, but this time we're forcing it a bit. Well, it's not necessarily wrong. Yeah, Incinerate is more close to on color. I believe someone is in red deck wins. We haven't seen a lot of those. Okay, Through the Breach is cool. So, honestly, I'm going to leave these in. I could have taken Fatal Push for interaction. Inferno Titan's not even really per se a bad Through the Breach target. I mean, it's not horrendous. Not a bad reanimation target either. But I think realistically, for Through the Breach and Sneak Attack, you want stuff like Blightsteel Colossus, Gristlebrand. Gristlebrand would just be sweet in this deck regardless. Oath we'd probably splash in this deck. So now we probably want to start getting some fixing. I really don't want to play Titan, though. All right, Mana Gorger, one of the worst cards in the cube. I don't know, it's not the worst. Like, Legion's Landing is probably the worst. That card's so bad. Or the new Vampire, the 1-1 that becomes a 3-1, and you can, make it indestructible for 4 life. It seems really bad. So as expected, blue got cut. But we got both Sneak Attack. All right, Ulamog is a good sneak or show target. If I'm playing Storm, though, I probably want Factor Fiction more than I want that. Glenalandra's a control card. Verdant Catacombs I don't think I need. Factor Fiction is a lot of cards, and it builds up to Yawgmoth's Will, so I'm going to pick that up here. And Ulamog's fine, but he doesn't win the game on the spot. Like, Emrakul probably does. Blightsteel definitely does if it can hit, if it can touch them. So, 2 tutors, Factor Fiction, so we have card draw, selection with Impulse, selection with Ponder, selection with Imperial Seal, and Dark Petition, and just straight up draw with Factor Fiction. Remand is like our only form of disruption. And then we kind of have the ounce to playing Through the Breach, Sneak and Show deck, or Sneak Attack deck. I don't have Show yet. Nor do I have the Fatty that would need to go with it. Like I said, though, probably should not take this. I mean, actually, what we're trying to do is seems like it's open, but it's hard to tell because sometimes people just snipe tendrils and like you're just like, all right, well, I have no way to win. And so that's kind of why we got the sneak attack and through the breach. We are trying to force something right here, though. Opposition is a very powerful card. So is Strip Mine. Magus of the Will seems really bad. Seems really, really bad. Strip Mine's a powerful effect. What do we want here? I mean, Torrential Gearhulk gets back what? Impulse or Factor Fiction right now? Or Through the Breach. Heartbeat of Spring is really the only true Storm card, but we need better fixing for that. We've kind of passed a lot of that already. I mean, I think we just cut this because it is, you know, a Storm card is really all it's good for. I mean, I guess you could play it just like a Fatties deck, but that doesn't seem great. We don't really have fixing for it either. So, meh. Okay, here we have Pented Prism, Cabal Ritual. Necropotence is a trap. It'll probably actually wheel. I think we take Cabal Ritual over Pented Prism. Although Pented Prism could allow us to play the Heartbeat of Spring. I'm going to take Cabal Ritual, though, because if the Necropotence does wheel, I'll probably run it and just cut the Heartbeat of Spring. And Necropotence has a high probability of wheeling. If it doesn't, that tells us something like either someone like went into aggro black, which could be a thing, or someone else is cutting us on Storm, which I don't think is true. We got pretty viable picks in the first pack for Storm. So, yeah. Still don't really like Sensei's Divining Top. It doesn't really do anything in this deck. It is an extra Storm count, though. Wouldn't obviously mind some power in this deck. That would be strong. No, I would absolutely not. Well, Emrakul of the Aeon's Torn there. That is a combo card. We also have Volcanic Island and Spell Pierce. Well, Emrakul of the Aeon's Torn is probably the best thing for our sneak attack through the breach. Okay, Seething Song or Mystical Tutor. I mean, Seething Song is pretty powerful. It has a high probability coming around. I think more so, Oath of Druids is also pretty sweet for this deck specifically. I'm going to pick up the Mystical Tutor, though. Get a top tutor. It can actually get the Through the Breach. It can get Yawgmoth's Will. Okay, Pyretic Ritual is the card we're taking here. Alright, we need fixing pretty badly. But this deck is doing some cool things, and maybe we don't need to play all three colors. Maybe we don't even need... We don't have a win con in Storm yet, we just have a good shell for it. Depending on what wheels out of that pack, if it's the Seething Song or the Oath, we'll kind of determine, I think, on how we end up going. And obviously everything up until that point, but this deck does look cool. I hope it's going to run. And if we played Oath, obviously we would cut Luterial Core. But as it stands, I think Luterial Core is just fine right now in this deck. Yeah, I mean, Show and Tell is probably the only card we'd want in this. I mean, you could use to ready to loop or to draw stuff. I think I'm going to take Show and Tell, though. Show and Tell makes the Emrakul plan a little better. We have Imperial Steel to find Emrakul and Dark Petition to find them. Literal Core can actually cycle the whole deck back through, which is kind of interesting. This deck at least looks sweet. Like, this thing looks like a sweet pile of cards. It looks like a pile right now, and it is. But if it runs, it's going to run pretty fast. So Sneak Through, Show, and Emrakul. Gristlebrand is kind of what we want now, I think. Okay, Empty the Warrens is a win con. You can get in there. I think our mana is going to be a little hinky in this deck because we didn't take Fixing very highly this draft because we wanted to play something busted. This is kind of the problem I think you run into with these sort of decks is if you don't take Fixing highly, you can run into issues. So we at least have a win con and empty here. What do we think here? Terastodon is pretty powerful. So is Dragonlord Atarka for... which is better? Dragonlord Atarka or Terastodon for Through the Breaching? I honestly don't know. Actually, no, never mind. Ulamog's in this pack. Ulamog, get in here. I don't know why I didn't see that card. Ulamog's ridiculous. That's 10 damage plus sack 4 your permanents. It's better than both those cards easily. Okay, so we're like a Sneak and Show Storm deck, I think. All the combos in one. Okay, this pack again. Scroll Rack could be right just because we need more search, but we do already have the Sensei's Divoting Top. Magus the Will seems bad. Strip Mine should not still be in here. That's wrong. Elvish Mystic should not still be in here. What are people doing? What is going on here? I think Scroll Rack is our pickup, though, because we're a combo deck. We need to, I guess Potence, but we're probably going to cut it. Seething Song got cut. I guess you could play that in another deck. Mizzy of Mortars is interaction if we decide we want to do that. Right now we're not really interacting. We're just playing big, nasty crap. Oh, Oath of Druid. Actually, never mind. This is the pack it would have been in. Oath of Druid's Wield, which is kind of interesting to me. Like, it makes me really want to play it. Progenitus. Okay. Alright, so... we have 3 targets for Sneak, Through the Breach, Show and Tell. I don't think we want to play Necropotence. Alright, what do we have here? I mean, Primeval Titan's also not bad. We probably just want the Mana Confluence, though. Probably just want Mana Confluence here. Mind's Desire is also very powerful. But its chance of wheeling is a lot higher, I think. I'm going to take the land here. Okay, Frantic Search is certainly interesting. JVP I don't think I want in this deck, even though there's a lot of spells. I think it's honestly Frantic Search. We are a combo deck. We can afford to discard some cards here, I think. Time Spiral is certainly powerful. Grim Tutor is as well. But I already have 2... well, I have 3 Tutors in this deck. It's or the Signet. The Izzet Signet's actually also very good. And I think the probability of the Time Spiral wheeling is higher than the Izzet Signet. So I'm going to pick the Izzet Signet up because it fixes mana. Be disciplined here. Okay, Mana Flare is very powerful. Thirst for Knowledge is certainly interesting. I think Rakdos Signet is actually the pickup here. Mana Flare is also very powerful. But I think we're going to want to have this. I do actually want to play Oath of Druids in this deck. Like, I think this deck is just going to be like all the combos all at once. Do it, you know? We only have 1 piece of interaction, though. And I don't think we're going to be the most consistent deck, so I don't know how good this deck will be. Scroll Rack may need to come out, too. Although Scroll Rack is kind of like mana fixing, because we can get rid of our like bad cards we could never cast and like hopefully find lands with it. Oh. This deck's going to be a blast to play. Whatever happens with it, I think it's going to be funny. I think it might be downright hilarious, actually. Watch us get blown out. So, do kind of want more ramp. When I say ramp, I mean like signets, power, you know. Maybe a dark ritual or two. Well, we've got one. I mean, Progenitus is not really great with show and tell, but I mean, it is a target. That's kind of why I put it in there. I'm just like, well, I suppose it's fine. Search for Escanta. Interesting, interesting. Duress is actually pretty good. Bayou actually also helps to cast our Oath of Druids in this deck. This deck is so greedy. Duress is probably the discipline to pick up here, guys, but I think I'm going to take Bayou here. Oh, what's going on, man? I'll get you in a second, buddy. I'm drafting. Yeah, it's probably Creeping Tar Pit or Blackcleave Cliffs. I think it's probably Blackcleave Cliffs, right? Yeah, probably so. Okay, Dark Ritual, but do I really need that? I don't have its Tendrils of Agony, so, like, what am I doing with it? Gifts on Given's pretty powerful. Stomping Ground fixes red, and also fixes for the Oath. Alright. Well, we never saw a Tendrils. I think we just pick up the Commit to Memory here. Do I want Mind's Desire, or do I want the mana fixing? The bad mana fixing, but the mana fixing nonetheless. I mean, there's actually two pieces that could fix mana for us. So I think it's probably... Mind's Desire is more powerful. I think it's probably Wandering Femoral here. Well, Rel Zarek does what? Interacts, that's about it. Do we need to play black in this deck? Like, literally, do we need to play black in this deck? I don't know if we do, actually. What happens if we cut black? Alright, Wildfire, get in there. I mean, we could play the Inferno Titan as well as a win con. Actually, Gurmag's probably castable in this deck. I mean, if we got black, I missed the Yawgmoth's Will. If we got black, this is the deck we have. We have basically a blue-red deck with splashing Oath of Druids. I don't need Blackcleave Cliffs, though. If I'm not going to play the Yawgmoth's Will, then I probably don't need LED. I feel like I'm more of a Sneak and Show deck than I am a Storm deck. I do have the Empty the Warrens, but it doesn't feel that great. So we're at 26, minus 422. We could play Commit to Memory, or just like an interactive card like Incinerate, just to like keep things... Yeah, I can actually see Mizzium Mortars over Incinerate, though. And maybe cut the Scroll... Well, Scroll Right does fine stuff and things. You know what? No, I already have Top. I have Mystical Tutor to find things. I have Frantic Search, Factor Fiction to draw, Time Spiral just to start over in the game. Yeah, let's actually... I think this is a better deck than like our Pseudo Storm deck. I think this is our best build of it. Why do I have black? Oh, because of Progenitus. Actually, let's see something here. Let's just cut you, because I never intend on casting that card. Alright, then I think we cut one mountain. So we have like a bunch of fixing for mountains. Actually, we don't need Bayou either. Well, Bayou is fixing for our Oath. I have 3 ways to make green mana. Progenitus, you get in. Or maybe I don't play Progenitus. Maybe I just like cut that thing. I mean, if I play 16, is 16 enough? So I have 2 mana here. I have 16 lands, 18 lands essentially with the signets, plus a mana flare, which can just make a crap ton of mana. Do I even need mana flare in this deck? What does it really do for me? Would I be happier with something interactive? Is kind of the question. Like commit to memory. I mean, it's possible that I would actually. Is this exile it? Sacrifice that creature. That's good. And is this sacrifice as well? Okay, yeah, that means I can loop these things. I can loop all but the Inferno Titan with both those methods. All right, so this is 40 cards. It's 16 lands. This may be right, actually. Yeah, I'm going to give this a shot. I don't know if the mana flare is right. That thing's killing me right now. I'm not sure if it's right. You know, it does make a lot of mana with Time Spiral. We're going to try it. This deck's going to be sweet, guys. Like, I don't care how we do with it. It's going to be fun as hell to play this. Hopefully we can get some wins. We have a little interaction now, so we're like a very crappy control, but I think a decent combo deck. Okay, his hand's a keep. And so we have Frantic Search, Rakdos, Signet, which will allow us to cast it if we're able to do so. We're obviously short green mana, but we have 1 whole green card in the deck. I guess we have Progenitus too. I guess we could actually cast Inferno Titan with this deck too, so it's not not unreasonable to cast it. All right, go. All right, no discard. That's good. Well, we've got green mana now. Okay, he's entombing, which means we're probably effed. Well, if it was Exhume, unless he just doesn't have it the first turn, and it could just be a bad card. Unburial Rites? Yeah, that's cool. Interesting. He must have his like big crappy cards in hand. That's really interesting to me that you would entomb Unburial Rites. We're going to Factor Fiction here. I don't want this, and sadly enough, I don't think I want Emrakul. Yeah. Okay. And now we have Commit to Memory. We can stop something here if we need to. And we can cast Inferno Titan in 2 turns, so that is a thing the deck could do. Okie doke. Do I want to just counter this? I think I do, actually. You draw it later. Do I want to just Time Spiral here? No, I probably want to try to cast Inferno Titan, and if it gets countered, then we eat up a counter out of our opponent's deck. And actually, yeah, if we do that, then the turn following we can Time Spiral and hopefully like find a win. I feel like if we smack them with, yep, go ahead. If we smack them with Inferno Titan a couple times, it should be good enough. Play another island here. All right, Inferno Titan. So we're a deck that is seeking to do unfair things, but just randomly cast an Inferno Titan. This thing's probably going to die, though. He could go for his... Alright, he's going for his Unbarrow Rights this turn. Now we get to Time Spiral and just, like, take all the work he's done with his cards and just be like, alright, well, sorry, buddy. And he's pretty close to dead anyway, so... that is a thing, too. I mean, he has to be looking at the commit to memory. I already have commit to memory too, but I don't really want to cast commit to memory. I'd rather, or memory, the memory half of commit to memory. I'd rather cast Time Spiral and just put commit to memory back in my deck. Draw up to, I probably will play, actually, I'm sorry, I'm kind of jumping around. I probably will play the Mountain because I want more red mana. Because ideally, I get it through the Breach, or I get a sneak attack and multiple targets that I can send into my opponent's face to kill them. Alright, Sphinx. Are you going to reanimate right now? He could. Okay. On the Sphinx. Okay, cool. Well, that's a very strong card. This is protection from red, right? It's pretty good. Pretty good. Well, hmm. Mana Flare is pretty hilarious. Alright, commit to memory will allow me to get rid of this thing. He'll gain some life here, but I can get rid of it. And he's at 7 cards as well, which is frightening, but yeah, I don't think it's the end of the world. Doesn't draw off of library, interesting. Okay. So I think we go Mana Flare first. Alright, yeah, you are playing something. I assume my Inferno Titan dies. Okay, gifts ungiven. Cool. So if I Mana Flare, do I have enough to cast thing? It's 11. I actually don't quite have enough, right? It's 5, it's 10 mana? Okay. So I'm a little short. Okay. Okay. Well, do you want to take 12 or do you want to block it? Takes 12. Alright, he must have a kill next turn then. That's good. If I get to hardcast this Emrakul, or this Ulamog rather, should be good game. But I feel like he probably has like a Sheldred or something like that, maybe. Okay, just an Emrakul. So this means we're gonna get hit. Can he kill me? No. Oh wait, he can. So he does 7 minus 3 off of the. Should we make him show it to us? No, let's concede. We'll concede here. That's very good. Emrakul is an interesting one in a Reanimator style strategy. I think our deck is going to be better than his, but I don't know. So I don't need the interaction, right? I'd rather just have tutors. I mean, what else am I going to play, though? I think I'm still going to play Incinerate and Mizzium Mortar. Mizzium Mortar is bad. It's got to be bad. I'd rather just have Scroll Rack, I think, just to be more consistent. All right, let's go. Let's do it again. Yeah, that sucks. We can't block it, so... Unfortunately, our own cards would kill us there. Now, if we got to take the extra turn, I think we can win that. I'm going to keep this, actually. Because it has Scroll Rack. And we'll lead on red, I suppose. Okay, Sheldock Isle. Very good card. That'd be nice in our deck, too. Bitter Blossom. Interesting. Don't really want Through the Breach right now. Commit is not terrible, actually. So... And look at that. We have interaction up. Bitter Blossom's actually going to be great for us here. Can possibly random in an Emrakul or something like that. Or just even an Inferno Titan would be good. Alright. Nothing. Oh, do you have a negate or something like that? No. Actually, I'm fine with this. I'm going to let this happen so I can just remand whatever he gets with it. Buried Alive, okay. And chip in there for 1. I think Bitter Blossom probably is going to come out after this. I do like the fact that my opponent has it in there right now. Alright. And go. Tapping the Ancient Tomb is actually getting dubious because I do have the burn in my deck. He knows I have Inferno Titan as another creature, which could just randomly bolt him in the face. Alright. We'll commit that, and at some point maybe go to memory. Okay. Alright, Incinerate should still be in the deck, is it or no? It is. So we can search for that on his turn. If he taps the Ancient Tomb. Okay. Well, our deck did what it was supposed to do. Bitter Blossom is an interesting card in like a Reanimator build. I don't know if it's right. I think it probably comes down against combo decks. It's really good in the mid-range matchups. It's really awesome against Control. Control just like can't beat that card. But against a deck like ours, I don't think it's good. I guess he didn't know we had Oath. Now he does. This deck is sweet, though. You got to give it that. Mana Flare could be wrong, though. Mana Flare I'm not sold on, but what can you do? Not play Literal Core, that's for sure. Okay. I gotta keep this, I think. Like, Sneak Attack is just so powerful. I mean, this hand sucks, but I've got Mystical Tutor for what? Like a Remand to buy time? Actually, it may actually be Remand here. Or Commit to Memory. Alright, well, Mana Flare is a bad draw. You know, it may just be Mystical Tutor for Frantic Search. Okay. Entomb, cool. We're going to see. I'm going to get Remand because I'm essentially fading my own draw to stop him. You can Entomb now if you like. Yep, it's fine. It could have been Pyretic Ritual to get this Sneak Attack out a turn earlier. But that seems bad. You have Strip Mine in your deck, maybe? I'm going to draw here. Commit is actually a good draw. I'm actually going to do this now. This is a risky play, but he's on 3, I'm on 3. I'm going to go up to 4 next turn. I can cast Sneak Attack if I draw a monster. Yep. Cool. This one doesn't scare me, though. Was this going to get countered? Are we getting gifts ungiven? Okay, we got makeshift mannequin done. Okay. We're getting hit for 13 here. If this thing gets targeted, though, it dies. So 13 swing here. That's big. Okay, recurring nightmare for nothing in there. Do we want to get 7 or Factor Fiction? Factor Fiction's 5, but it's 1 less land. There's Emrakul. That will certainly be what we take. Your Aeons are about to be torn, my friend. All right, well, the deck works. A-firm. Good game. All right, that was sweet. All right, I got to give it that. That was at least sweet. I don't know if it was good, but it was cool. Oh, sneak and show through the breach. Show and tell. Oath. Just all the fun stuff in Magic, right? All the well-designed cards coming together. Alrighty. Well, let's see if we can hit red deck wins or like mono discard deck and just die. This deck may be able to beat red deck wins. I mean, it has an oath draw, but I don't know. It doesn't seem great versus that sort of thing. I mean, I think this is a keep, just due to the fact that we have sneak attack in the hand plus Emrakul. Yeah, we're going to keep it. They could just win out of nowhere. Ral Zarek is interaction. Commit is that interaction. I really wish I had one more land. Like, I don't really want the Time Spiral in my hand. We may be able to obscurate that we are combo for a bit. Just play an island to start off. White Weenie. Yeah, it looks like it. That could run us over real quick. Hopefully it's like a Mother of Runes or something. No, it's a Kithian. Well, we have Mizium Mortars in the board, which is coming in for sure. I already have an Incinerate, I believe, in the main deck. Legion's Landing. If he stay on 1, that'd be awesome. Alright, that's actually really good for us. Yeah. With a Remand? Cool. I like that. Well, any creature threat he plays here, I am going to return back to his hand, if he does. If he misses on land, then hopefully I can hit. I kind of actually hope he casts like another 1-drop here so I can remand it and hopefully hit lands and just get this sneak attack online. The question is, I mean, does he have cards like... Disenchant Main? Alright. Show and tell. Hopefully he doesn't have like a Banisher Priest or something. If he does, that sucks. Then we'll wait for a land and then we'll kill his Banisher Priest with Ral Zarek. If he has O-Ring, that would work as well, because it's not going to target because it'll already enter. And Ral Zarek would not be able to get O-Ring. Actually, you know what was actually correct here? Yeah, this was not correct. What we should have done is actually played Sneak Attack out this way. We would have taken a beating from whatever he had. But, alright, dude, can you really beat this? Is Journey to Nowhere in this cube? Black Lotus into like one of the Fiend Hunter cards. Baneslayer is not going to do jack against an Emrakul. It's just like, all right, buddy. Do I even block Baneslayer or do I kill the Kythian? What does Kythian do again? He makes something indestructible. No, I block the Baneslayer, I think, here. I don't care if that thing flips. It doesn't do anything to Emrakul. Right? Yep. All right. I mean, you might as well attack and gain a little bit of life. Yep. Yep. You'll have an indestructible ground creature. Or you can tell it to attack, whatever you want to do, I guess. Oh, what have you got? If he has land, Fiend Hunter or something like that, that could be a beat. You could actually make it indestructible too, which would be a problematic. So maybe it was correct to block the Kythian here. That way we could have had Rel Xeric to... Okay. Yep, it's attacking Gideon, so he doesn't die. Alright, Knight of the White Orchid will get him up on mana. But I mean, all this is going to get... So he can keep one card. Okay. He can keep one card after I hit him with I hit his Kythian with Emrakul. He could even play another card on, I guess. But I have Remand available to me. Yeah, I don't think my opponent has many outs. Actually, no, he just gets rid of everything here. You stay alive for one more turn, but you're sacking everything. I had terrible luck with White Weenie. Obviously, our opponent did well round one with White Weenie. Maybe they were playing Red Deck Wins or something. Which if they were, I thank them. My hat's off to them because I don't think I could beat that deck as reliably as I could Weenie. Alright, so we're an Oath deck and a Sneak deck. And what do we want against this? Oh, we're already running the Mizzium Mortars main. That's actually good. Mana Flare is actually probably fine in this matchup because they're not going to have anything cool to play. Wildfire is an answer. It's a Wrath, but yeah, no. All right, let's just go with this. All of our threats seem great against him. Inferno Titan actually may be better than Emrakul to show and tell in. Like, it just blows everything up. Well, there's a Baneslayer, which is kind of interesting. Okay, I think we keep here because we have Oath mana available to us and we have some draw. No turn one, please. Nope, we're going to have a turn one. You got a Mox Pearl plus, I would assume, a land drop. There we go, and a 2-drop. What is your 2-drop? Hopefully not Thalia. But Thalia is... Oh, Smuggler's Copter. Oh, okay. That's actually cool. That means we can ramp a little bit, get some more mana going. It does produce red, which is good with sneak attack. May just get run over. All right, we're going to get Strip Mined here. Maybe. No, he's going to cast Lingering Souls. Okay. And I assume we get hit with this thing. This is a faster start from our opponent. Maybe they have Crucible Lock as well. So we're going to get hit for 3 here. Wish I had a non-creature way to loot. Alright, yeah, Sword of Light and Shadow seems bad. Okay. Well, there's half of the combo. I think I want this. I don't want to take the damage here. Play the Rakdos Signet out, and we'll probably look to Frantic Search next turn. He could blow up the green source because he doesn't know what it's for. Nope, he's going to go for that one. That is fine. Okay, Seeker of the Way. I don't really care about life gain. And actually, as far as 2s go, that's the least of my worries. I don't think that's a good one. All right, we're getting hit for 5 here. Well, what would be our best thing to show and tell in? Probably Inferno Titan. Okay, I actually like seeing that card go away. What does he have then? Okie doke. Oops. Use this now. Mystical Tutor gets... Yeah, unfortunately the pickup here is going to be... I think we're just dead here, guys, actually. His aggro start got us. I think if we were on the play with this, we possibly could have gotten there. So we're going to bolt the Seeker of the way, ideally. I think he recast... No, he's going to cast Adanto's Landing, which is not per se horrendous for us. Actually, he has Lingering Souls. He cannot recast it. That's interesting. I just... Yeah, for some reason I was thinking, oh, he'll just recast Lingering Souls. It's 2 1/1s. The 1/1 here is kind of irrelevant, though, so we'll get hit for 3, plus 2, plus 3, so 8 down to 4. Yeah, we're just dead. Unless we can find what? Inferno Titan would, I think, keep us alive. Yes, it would. So Inferno Titan, if he has Stone Nothing. Adanto's going to flip. Meh. That's fine. So we go to 3, and we need Inferno Titan almost exactly to win here. Could we Mystical Tutor for anything here that would stop this? No, I don't really have a Wrath effect. I have Mizium Mortars, but I don't have the fixing for it right now. Okay. Okay. Well, that is not it. So I'm going to go ahead and concede here. Kept a more speculative one, but it had the Frantic Surge to kind of dig a little deeper. Did not end well for us, though. Opponent's deck is obviously very efficient, very streamlined, but not per se, it's very, very linear as well. So we probably need to keep a little better. If we're able to get after our powerful stuff, I don't think he looks like he has much of anything to stop us. So, I would like to play first, yes. Ugh, guys, why? Mull. Alright, this is a keep. Just barely, but it's a keep. Progenitus should stop a bit. Hopefully he doesn't have a Mox draw again. This is a keep. Mulling to 5. That's going to the bottom. And then we have commit on the backswing of show and tell to nothing would be awesome. Oh, thank goodness. He has strip mine in the deck, so do an island here. I guess strip mine does either one, but if he's strip mining and he doesn't play a turn 1 play, whatever. I actually should have played out the Wandering Fumarole. Alright, that actually can't target Progenitus, which is good. Alright, show and tell on Progenitus. Okay. Okay, Mox. Well, what have we got? Do you have like a Council's Judgment? Council's Judgment would be a huge time beating. You could have like a... What else could he have here? Could have like an Elsbeth or something. Like the small one, like the 4-mana one, to make this thing fly over for 10, and actually he'd be winning the clock at the race there. That would be bad. Kind of hoping for untapped mana source. We kind of punted when we didn't play the Wandering Fumarole out first. Okay, a Mary Angel is kind of whatever. He's on a 2-turn clock, though. Alright, so I'm getting hit for 9 plus 3. Can he kill me this next turn? I don't think he can. Even if he Elsbeths here. So you got 9 plus 3, 12. A sword hit. What does a sword hit do? So like a 5th mana sword hit. Now we have to attack. We punted this, though. We should have had Incinerate plus Commit up. What does Johnny do? 4 mana Johnny. No, it doesn't do it either. He could gain life, though, off of it. And actually, that would... it wouldn't, because I have Incinerate. So that wouldn't be relevant. Alright, so I'm kind of just telling him, like, hey, kill me now or lose the game. Alright, well, I'm going to get Strip Mined, but that doesn't, per se, do anything yet. So we've got 12 power on the board. And you have a Strip Mine to destroy my red source. But that doesn't really do anything. And it puts you back down to 4 mana. So can you gain life is kind of the question. Can you gain life like right now? I don't know if Zurin Orb's in this cube or not. I don't think it is. I haven't seen it yet. But at one point it was. Okay, I mean, that makes sense. So we're getting hit for 12 here. Down to 8. But realistically, you have to gain some sort of life. And probably not blow up my land. Okay. Actually, he can start strip mining my lands, but I mean that's a cool combo, but he should have done that before, though, actually, because it ramps him as well. He can strip mine, then, you know, Titan. Alright. Yeah, I don't know why he didn't strip mine beforehand. That is weird, because he could have strip mined my red source. And then if he drew in a way to gain life, I don't know if there is like an instant speed way of gaining life. I think most of it is combat related. Alright, or maybe like a moat. Moat would be a beating. But actually, moat would be fine. That doesn't draw you cards, though. You need to do it to one of your actual creatures. He's looking for a card here. Okay. What else have we got? Yeah, you cannot Caracas Progenitus. Alright, now we just have the lock. I guess he's hoping that I click through my attack step. And game. And good game, man. Alrighty. So. We got past the aggro check. Now we're probably going to face a bunch of counter spells and whatnot. This deck is such nonsense. It is kind of fun to play Busted, though. Alright, yes, I'd like to play first. Yeah, I don't think I can say no to this. We've got some interaction in the form of Busy Mortars. If we hit blue, we have Impulse to probably find our last land. We have Sneak Attack, and we have Emrakul. So, we need to hit lands, is basically it. Or Signets. Signet would be nice. Discard would not be nice. Okay, not land. Not good. Blue land would be the best now. But the deck will do as it will. Got him. Yep, him. Okay, so we lost the Sneak Attack and the Remand and drew nonsense. Alright, go ahead. The cool thing is it doesn't look like our opponent's deck's doing anything that intrinsically unfair. No, Ponder. That doesn't do anything for us. Kind of missing here, but that happens sometimes. And if we discard Emrakul, we could at least, probably Ulamog rather, we could at least get Sneak Attack back in the deck. Okay, Ancestral Visions. Alright, Ancient Tomb, cool. Okay, Vidalcan Shackles does nothing against my deck. This deck looks like it probably has a lot of counter magic in it. Is it Jace the Mind Sculptor? Could just be Snapcaster Mage. recasting the hymn. Nope, it's a Jace the Mind Sculptor, so opponent's deck's pretty damn good. We've missed pretty hard, though. Trying to keep me color screwed, evidently. Put a card on bottom. Oh, there you go. Okay, make black mana. That's cool, dude. Commit to Memory's fine. I can actually get rid of the Jace this way. Although we are looking at Amizium Mortars coming relatively, or not Amizium Mortars, and Ancestral Visions coming relatively soon. Probably incentivize him to attack also with the, alright, he's going to draw at this point. Incentivize him to attack with the Creeping Tar Pit, or play a creature. Alright, more lands. A Grave Titan or something. We could also Impulse for Oath of Druids. Jace can obviously bounce most of our stuff. Alright, we're going to get Hero's Downfall, which I think is okay. Draw. All right. Opponent's deck looks sweet. Him and the Jace are very strong. Hero's Downfall not as high on. Ancestral Visions is fine. We'll commit this thing to memory. Okay, Kalidas is fine. Mountain. He's going to draw a lot of cards this turn, but if we hit through the breach, I think we're going to end up we're going to end up losing either our Frantic Search or possibly our Emrakul. I don't know. One of the two. Probably Frantic Search. I'm going to look at my top card. Okay. Okay, more lands. Cool. Yep, take one of them. Oath would be sweet right now. Did you put it on the bottom or top? Put on the bottom. Okay. The greedy pick is that. That is the greedy pick. Well, the greedy pick or the pick that denotes that he has counter magic. All right, Grave Titan or something. Frost Titan. Tapping what? Blue? Interesting, interesting. I don't need blue to combo here. Well, it looks like I am going to probably die. Let's give this a shot still, though. I don't think he has counter magic. I think he would have left it up there just so I don't mise him out. If he has counter magic, he should probably be drawing forward. He's going to look at my top deck again. Top or bottom? Put it on top. Okay. Well, if it's a blue source, that means I get to commit to memory, which, you know, is not per se phenomenal, but it's not horrible either. Probably tap blue. Maybe it's time spiral. Okay, the other blue source. Cool. You know my 2 cards, so... My dead next turn, not per se. Let's see what he does here, though. Another threat. Okay, the Scarab God. Well, luckily, most of my things don't stay dead. They come out of there really fast. Like... Okay, now I think we are just dead. Yep, we'll go ahead and concede here. Cool deck the opponent has there. Blue-black control. Looks like they have very good cards for it. So they have Jace the Mind Sculptor. And they have... I haven't seen counter magic, though. So they have discard. They don't per se have counter magic. Do I want Incinerate? I don't think that's necessary. I think I'd rather actually have Scroll Rack. I think that's really it, though. Could go with, like... You know what would be funny is if I, like, transformed into, like, Empty the Warren Storm. That can't be good, though, right? Yeah, okay. Stop being a Timmy here. Empty the Warren Storm would be sweet, though. Alrighty. So, down a game. Okie doke. I'm going to keep this. It's a little speculative, but I'd probably go for a remand here off this Mystical Tutor. As weak as that sounds, I think it's actually right because it'll allow me to get deeper in my deck and hopefully show and tell something in. Okay. Are we getting Jace the Mind Sculptor turn 1? I can see why the opponent's deck has done so well. I mean, they could die to their own card there. Yeah, that's true. I mean, they could die to their own mana crypt. Kind of want them to plus here. Yep, there you go. Put it on the bottom. Put it on the bottom. Well, Progenitus is a way to deal with Jace. Probably tops me again. Yep. Tap out for something dumb here. I just want to drop this Progenitus. That'll be fun, won't it? Good fun for everyone. Hero's Downfall, cool. Well, if he has a counter spell too, that's just a great hand there. Nope, looks like he's F6'd. Down to 14. Do you have like a... He may start digging into his own deck at this point. I don't know if we can win this. This start from our opponent was stellar. Obviously, their deck is probably better than ours. A lot of fast mana. And Jace is just a bomb, right? Just a bomb. Especially when you can play him. Jace turn 1. If we can beat Jace turn 1, I'll feel alright. I obviously can't attack the Jace at this point. Grave Titan is a thing. It's 10 damage coming my way, +1. If he plays another threat out, it'll really depend on what it is. So, if he plays Kalitas out, or he's drawing at this point, yeah, because he doesn't have the answer. It has to be an Edict effect. If he has the Liliana as well, or Diabolic Edict, then he can kill the Progenitus. But he can't attack this turn, luckily. Or he could, and he would have 8 power left. It actually may be right for him to attack this turn, so I kill the Titan, get hit for 5, down to 15. He has 8 power on the board. I don't know. It could be. Is he sending them all? Yep, he is. Okay. So he determined it was right to raise me. And Titan is going to die. Well, what have we got? Do you have Liliana? Well, if you had Liliana, you would have done it before. Okay, Liliana's a mastery. That doesn't really do anything, or create a 2/2. Okay, just reanimate it. So that's 6 plus 10 is lethal. So here's my hope. I need him to lose a flip here and then lose the next flip because I can stay alive this turn. It's 12. Okay. So I can Pyretic Ritual out the Mana Flare, but I'm 1 short. Yeah, 1 short of actually drawing into and then casting. Actually, never mind. That wouldn't work anyways. I have to ditch the land. So he won the flip there, which is that's a big beat. Well, opponent had 2 hell of a draws. Well, this draw was a hell of a draw. Like having Jace the Mind Sculptor turn 1 is just like, all right, man. You know, like good game. We at least got to get a Progenitus out there, and I think in all likelihood, it probably generally wins, but when you get hit with 2 pieces of power on turn 1, yeah, probably not. It is very fast. Okay. Actually, another thing I can do is look for Incinerate, right? Incinerate is another out. Is it still? Yes, it is. I get to go 1 deep. Incinerate is still an out. I think I have Incinerate still in the deck. Or did I cut it and leave Mizium Mortars? I don't know. We're going to find out. This seems most unfortunate. So I think we're going to go 2-1 with this deck. Fortunately or unfortunately, depending on whether you like combo or not. Can my opponent take damage anyway? I guess we be cheeky. Hit him for 1. That draw, though. That draw. Yeah, if he'd lost 1 flip here, we could have actually won. If this flip also comes up lost. Won the flip. Okay. Well. Turn 1 Jace, fuck the world. Well, let's see if there was the Incinerate still in our deck. I don't know how deep it would have been. Let's see here. Oh, I guess we don't get to see. Well, all right, that was the combo Vintage Cube. I think we had a pretty solid deck, actually. I mean, it performed pretty well against aggro. Didn't do as well against, hard control, but, when the opponent... We didn't really have any power in our deck. Actually, we didn't have any power at all. We had busted cards, but we didn't have power. And our opponent was able to play, a turn 1, Jace. That's generally going to be a good game. I don't think most decks come back from that. Some may, and ours certainly could. Like, it actually did put up a fight, but he managed to find exactly. I think not exactly, but he managed to find probably one of a couple cards that probably could have gotten him out of that, and he did. So very strong game. You can see the power of Jace the Mind Sculptor. See the power of some of the busted stuff we're doing as well. And I hope you guys enjoyed this cube draft. Take care.